Hi again, YouTubers. So I totally forgot to tape an introduction to this video. This is an overview / review of, with demos, of all of the Estee Lauder products that I received. So it's going to be a long video, but I'm going to get right into it. Alright, so this is the first of 3 mini reviews that I'm going to do. I will start a clip in right now that you're going to see off to the side, sorry I'm getting one thing out, of how I use this and the look that I have on my eyes right now. This is the finished look. And this is the first palette, and it is the Pure Color Envy 09 Fierce Safari. And I am not going to lie, when I saw this one, I thought this would probably be my least used one of the 3 that I got. I don't tend to go for this color. The rest of them were fine, but I wasn't like, wow. And these are the colors right here. You've got the lightest white one. This one is the top gold one. This one is that long gold one. This one is the olive toned one. And then this one is the brown toned one. Now, they are extremely, extremely soft and pigmented. They're super creamy. Let me see if I can get that olive one for you. Sorry, they are super creamy, and it's really kind of hard to see here. I did them across my hand this way and then one right through here. And they are just gorgeous. They're super creamy, super soft, easy to blend. I am just really impressed. Now, as I said, when I got this, I thought this is really not a color palette that I'm going to use. It's not one that I'm going to like. It just was, this was one of the warmer tones of the ones that I got. And I thought I was going to write an email to her and let her know that, you know, thanks for the palettes. I really do like them, but in the future, warmer tones might be better for me, which is generally true. And I will do other looks with the other 2 as well throughout this video. But for this palette, I am truly, truly impressed. I actually really love it. I really, really love it. It's just great. I'm sure I can do a darker look with it. This is just kind of my everyday look, but it's just really pretty and very kind of punched up a little bit, but not too extreme. And it just, these palettes, I'm really impressed. I'm not gonna lie. And how I amped it up a little bit extra was I used one of the double wear liners, and I didn't go for my traditional colors that I always go for, which are my blacks or my browns. Black is almost my always, and brown is my stray from the norm. I used the double wear Stay in Place eyeliner pencil in the color Olive Luster. This is what it looks like. I have it on my waterline. And then I smudged it out into the lower lash line, and it is just a beautiful olivey green tone that surprisingly works awesome with my blue eyes. I feel like my eyes look very blue today. I did, when I started this, sorry, my hair's still wet. I just want to jump on after I put these on every time and show you what it is. I did already have the little black primer on my eyes. I use this as my mascara when I go to the gym, and I will do a review on this separately and show you guys what I do with that. But it does work phenomenal as a primer as well. But then I use the Estee Lauder Sumptuous Extreme, I always want to say scrumptious, Sumptuous Extreme Lash Multiplying Volume Mascara. And this is what it looks like here. The mascara itself is a very nice mascara. Everyone is talking about this. Is just my issue. It is, the brush is just too big for me. It is, and you'll see as I'm putting it on, it's just a little bit hard for me to work into my lashes. It ends up touching my bottom lashes, which I'm not a fan of having mascara on, just my personal effect. But I think it does a nice job. I think it's a gorgeous, gorgeous mascara. I just don't love the brush itself. The brush is where my problem is just the size of the brush. Actually, it's not even the type of brush, it's just the size of the brush. So I really do like this mascara, but if you're not a big brush mascara person, this one's not going to be for you. But yeah, so that is my first part of my like looks and demo on the, so this is my part of the review that is for the, they're all Estee Lauder, the Pure Color Envy Ivory Power palette number 2. And this is what that one looks like. Oops, can't get it open, there we go. And again, this is another one that when I saw it, I thought it was pretty, but I didn't think I would like it because these are pretty cool toned. This is kind of in between. It's kind of a, it's not cool tone, but it's not warm toned. It's kind of a neutral, like a true neutral. So I wasn't sure what I was going to think about this palette. It's what I have on right now. Of course, I will start the clip here because the clips seem to take longer than me talking, I think sometimes. I'm every time I use one of these, I am surprised and impressed at how much I end up liking them and how pigmented they are. So this one, I really use that neutral color just in the crease. I use this cream color as the lid color, and it just is a really, really nice, basic, kind of like brings that lightness into your lid. I use this one in the outer V just a slight bit, not a real smoky look, because I don't like a lot of cool tones on my outer corner. And then I took this one, and instead of using it on the outer V, I used it real tight in on my lash line and just a very, very little bit on the bottom. And I used it kind of as a liner, not as a true, like what I would use with a pencil or smudged out, just a little bit of extra definition down at the base of the lashes. And I think that really gave this look. Oh, and then this one I used as just the brow bone. Excuse me. And a lot of these looks I use the same premise of. I use the mid-tone color in the crease, I use a darker color in the outer V, lighter ones on the lid. But I think it gives you a different look each and every time. And I'm really kind of impressed with this. It looks like a nice, just kind of everyday, smooth and smoky eye. The palettes themselves do come with explanations how to do like a basic eye, like 3 different eyes, like it gives you options of. But I'm really impressed with just the pigmentation on these, how smooth they are, how easy they are to work with, and as strange as it is, how true to color they are, but how easily you can make it work and really kind of blend out very, very nicely. This was the one when I first saw it that I thought was going to be my favorite one. It is definitely in the top running. I still think the Safari one, strangely enough, is probably my favorite one thus far. At the end, I will tell you what my favorite ones were of all of them. And these colors are colors that would work whether you like warm tones or cool tones, I'll be honest, which because it has this color in here, it really can kind of just bring it back, and it's a really basic eye. I also think that this eye would look amazing with a bright red lip, and I probably should have done that, but I didn't think of that. The other thing that I used today is, instead of, again, a black liner, I used the 04 Night Diamond. So the Double Wear Stay in Place eye pencil in Night Diamond. This is what it looks like. It is not black, but it is not gray. It's a really nice in between. It has a good punch of color to it. And it's a really pretty, nice, smoky, but neutral, without making it, I just didn't want to make this eye too dark or too heavy looking. You could, however, also do this look with, on the top line, a really nice cat eye, a wing liner, and that could look really nice. The next thing that I did use as well is the Estee Lauder Little Black Primer. I have been using this every day since I got it. Whether I use it by itself, which sounds kind of weird because it is made to be a primer for your mascaras, but I actually, when I get up in the morning, I'll wash my face, things, brush my teeth, all that kind of stuff. I'll throw on my SPF and just this. I'll curl my lashes and put this on. And the reason that works is because some days when I get home, I don't have time to start from scratch over with my face. So I'll just jump in the shower real quick, and then I'll just like not wash my face then because I've already got all my skincare and stuff on. I'll just kind of touch up my makeup from then, and I can put mascara over this. Whereas most times with a mascara, if I put mascara on in the morning, then I got raccoon eyes while I was working out, or it ended up when I came back home, I had to wash it all off and start from finish. And this has been awesome for that. And it also has really, really stopped. I feel like I don't have as much darkness under my eyes because I feel like I don't have that raccoon eyes, that transfer of traditional mascara. And I just mean even washing it off. You know how when you wash mascara off, you still end up with that darkness under your eyes. Even if you wash it completely off, use makeup removers, everything, it just causes that. And with this, I haven't had that. So I'm really impressed with this so far. So it tints, amplifies, and sets. And I love the tint part of it. That was what sold me when I saw that part. So I'm really excited. That one is one that I think I'm going to repurchase time and time again. That is just the most, I never would have thought of it. I think of primers for eyes being those white ones, or the, you know, the, what are those called? The fibers or things like that. And this stuff, blows those away. Like, I always love the Lancome Sills Booster XL. If you like that, this stuff blows it out of the water. It's awesome. And the mascara that I use today, this is the Sumptuous Infinite Daring Length and Volume. And this is what this one looks like. It is in a blue container. This one is more my grab or go-to because it has a plastic wand and it has those rubber bristles. And for me, I'm really able to get this one just down at the base of those lashes and work my way up. And I feel like with this, because of the size of the brush, it is still a good sized brush. It is still long, but I feel like it doesn't have that really wide end of the other one. So I'm really able to get in really close to the base of my lashes and really give myself that really nice volume and that definition. It has a good combination of both. I definitely think this mascara was much more suited to the eye look I did today. The other one that I used with the Safari one, Safari one, I think it is. That look, I wanted more, you know, like more drama in my lashes, and this one is definitely the more drama of those lashes. So yeah, I thought this one was a really, really nice mascara. It is one that I use continuously. I wish it had a bend to the one. That's my new thing for the last year or so. I wouldn't say new, for the last year or so. So I hope you guys enjoyed this part. So the last eye palette that I did a look on is the one in Infamous Sky 08. It is what I have on my eyes today. I will say with this one, I'll insert the clip here, I did have to add an additional shadow to kind of warm it up. Sorry. This palette, I used this one in the crease. I used this one on the lid, this one on the brow bone, this one kind of as a liner, and then I added a double wear Stay in Place in Sapphire. This is the only color that I didn't use. That color is going to pull very grayish blue on me. I just know it is, so I didn't even bother to try and do that with it because I knew better. So this is what the look looks like when I'm done everything. And I did use all 3 mascaras this time. And I decided to do that because I remember back in the days using 2 mascaras to layer and getting like one that was really for volume and one that was really for lengthening and separating. So I figured I'd give it a try and just see what the differences are. Would I go out and buy all 3 of these to do this? No. Do you have things at home that can probably do the same thing? Sure. However, the little black primer is just a by far standout product for me. So I'm going to talk about the eyeshadow palettes first. I've obviously put in clips because this is the last one you're seeing of the items that I've worn, and I'm just going to kind of go through and tell you a little bit about the palettes. The thing I'm going to talk about is the eyeshadow palettes, and I do have 3 of them. You have seen 3 different looks on these. These were sent to me along with everything else in this review was sent to me by Estee Lauder or their PR company, and they did send me the 3 different palettes. Now if I had to say which one was my favorite, it's funny because each time whatever I'm looking I'm like, oh, I really like that. I would say if I could only keep one of them, I honestly think it would be the Safari one. I just really like that look and it was different. I like this look, but I think I like this look because of the liner more than because of the shadows. I think they were all fun to play with. I did like all of them. Are they something that I am going to continually grab for? Probably not. So with that being said, is if you are interested in, and yes, I have used them, keep this in mind, I'm going to be doing a giveaway with the Ivory Power and the Infamous Sky with these 2 palettes, because I don't feel as if I need all 3 of them, and I feel like I did want to use them to show you guys how I use them and what looks I got. However, I feel like, you know, I want to share the love and give it back to you guys. I have 3 of them. They've been given to me. I don't need 3 of them. So I'm going to keep the one that I think I would use the most, and I'll give the other 2 away. So with that being said, please just put a comment below if you'd like to win one of them, just telling me the name of the one you would like to be entered in. So let me show them to you just so you're aware. Ivory Power, I always want to say powder. Ivory Power is more of a neutral tone one with some kind of smokier tones down there, a little bit more of your natural look. And the other one is the one I have on right now, which is Infamous Sky, which I really do like the look of. These two colors and these three right here are amazing. I just know I will never use this color here. I just won't know how to use it, and it just doesn't work on me. But I will give both of these away, and I will ship them to someone. So 7 days from today, so 1 week from today, I will pick a winner. I will send a message. You will have 24 hours to get back to me and let me know. I do think overall these eyeshadow palettes, I have been extremely, extremely impressed with these. They are super smooth, super creamy, very, very easy to work with, and all of them really produced great looks, I think. The texture of these shadows. Now, back in the day, they had one, and I wonder if I can find it's in my thing here somewhere. It was a palette that I wore long ago, but it's it was those ones that were I see it. Hold on, sorry. What are these called? Pure Color palettes. They're the gel powders. That's what it is. These ones. Just loved it. Loved it. Probably my favorite formulation. And this is very close to that. Like, I'm really impressed with this. This is an amazing, amazing palette. I do wish in the future I had more of the warm bronze tone ones. As I mentioned, that just tends to be more of what I gravitate towards. I can do more different looks with something like that. But I definitely had fun playing with all of these. The palettes themselves are $50. That's neither here nor, I think that's kind of middle of the road. That's typical, especially if you're getting 5 shadows. I think that's fairly normal. I am going to run through my breakdown really fast because I have other items to talk about here as well. Pigmentation on these is amazing. It's a 5 out of 5. Texture, super soft and creamy, good 5 out of 5. Longevity, once I put them on, I have an eyeshadow primer on. I use the NARS Smudge Proof Pro Prime. Once I put them on, they don't move. They stay exactly where they were all day long. So longevity is a good solid 5 out of 5. Application, as I said, and as you saw throughout this video, very, very easy to apply, very smooth, very pigmented, not a lot of fallout, which is awesome. So application's good, 5 out of 5. Packaging, I think the packaging's cute. I like the dark blue with the gold around it, and I do like how it opens. It did come with 2 brushes that those have. I don't know what I did with this one, which is fine because I'm keeping this one. I think they're nice palettes. I think the packaging's nice. It's a good solid 4 out of 5. Price, $50. I think that's middle of the road. That's kind of average for what you're getting for most products nowadays with 5 shadows. So I'd say that's a 4 out of 5. Product overall on the eyeshadows here, these are definitely a really awesome item. If you find colors you love, and I'm actually considering looking at the warmer neutral one in this too. If you do find the right colors for yourself, it's definitely an awesome option. So I think it's a good solid 4.5 out of 5. So on to the next item. I'm going to jump to eyeliners. Now, back in my haul video, and I'll link that below, I did a swatch of every single one of these. And each video or each clip that I did with a different eye look, I did use a different color because I tend to gravitate towards just the black and the brown. That is where my wheelhouse is. That is where my comfort zone is. However, I did use the burgundy one, the olive one, and what's the one I used today? Sapphire, I think? Yeah, Sapphire. And Sapphire I'm in love with. I just love the look. I think my eyes look super blue with it. Like, I really like that. So I definitely think that I will keep these and play with them. I had considered doing a giveaway, but I'm not really sure which colors I wouldn't want to keep because I haven't had a chance to play with all of them. So maybe at a later date you'll see that. But I will say that these are really, really great liners. They are pigmented. They are soft, like super soft. Like you barely touch them down and they go. I'll swatch the Sapphire one here on my hand. I mean, like I barely touched that. You saw how lightly I touched that and how pigmented that is. It is just a gorgeous color. It does do a great job of staying in place on the waterline, which is probably one of the things I'm most impressed with. It really does, once you put it on, it stays where you put it. I've used a lot of pencil liners that transfer very easily. Now this one today, I used both on my top and my bottom line, but maybe in the other clips you would notice more how it doesn't transfer to my bottom waterline. I do think that they come in a great range of colors. These are $23. $23, yeah, $23 each, which I think is great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 different colors. I'm assuming that is the whole color line. I can't imagine that there's any more. So I'll do a breakdown real quick on these. If you want an eyeliner, though, that is great for smudging out on the top line or on the water lines, this thing is phenomenal. Just keep in mind they dry quickly. Once they dry, they don't move. Like, it does not move. It does not fade. It is where it is. So please keep that part in mind, because some people, if you're using it on your top line, you want to have time to work with it. You have to work kind of quickly with this. Pigmentation on these is 5 out of 5. Stellar, amazing, awesome. Texture is 5 out of 5 because it is really smooth, creamy, easy to apply. It doesn't catch on the waterline or anything like that. Longevity, as I said, it lasts on me all day. It doesn't move at all. 5 out of 5. Application, it's very, very easy to apply because it is so soft and creamy. So 5 out of 5. Packaging, I think the packaging on these is great. It's just a typical pencil that you can sharpen. It does have a smudger at this end. I found the smudger not to be my favorite part of this. I did try and use it one time, and I just felt like it's too stiff. So packaging, I love this part. I think this part is awesome. This kind of takes it down for me. I wish it was more of a softer smudge at this end, but depends on how often you're going to use that too. So I would say packaging, let's just give it a 4 out of 5. Price, it's $23. I don't think that's horrible for a liner. I don't think it's great. I think it's middle of the road, good solid 4 out of 5. And the product overall, these are amazing eyeliners. Like, I really am loving them, and I think they'll be fun as I do other looks and kind of incorporating those in a little bit more. So really, really loving those. So product overall is a good solid 4.5, 5 out of 5. On to the mascaras, the last part of this, which is probably the funnest part and the most interesting. The first thing I'm going to start with is the primer. And when I got this, I was like, little black primer. It says to tint, amplify, and set. And I was like, all right, it's just a primer. But a couple key things here. First thing is this is a nice, it's got a little bit of an arch to it, wand. It's a nice wand. It is just regular bristles. They are not plastic. It really gets in to your lashes and gives them a nice separation before you're going to put any other mascara on. Now, a couple things I have mentioned, I think I've mentioned them already in this video, is that I tend to, in the morning when I get up and get ready to go to the gym, I don't want to have makeup on, but I have blonde lashes and it makes me look crazy without lashes at all. So I've had my lashes tinted, I've used mascaras before I go to the gym, everything, but my problem with that is then when I come home and get showered, dressed, and ready, they cause that raccoon eyes if you have mascara on, because it transfers when I wash my face again and things like that. However, with the little black primer, I can simply put this on before I go to the gym, and it gives me a little bit of color tint, and it really just kind of gives me a nice curl to my lash and a good look to my lash without looking like I'm wearing makeup, if that makes sense. It just looks like my lashes. Very thin, not a thick product at all, because it is also a primer, and it just is phenomenal. Love it. It also, if I wait and later on, if I layer something over it, it still works. It's not cakey, it doesn't dry in, it doesn't get that hard and crunchy thing, it doesn't transfer. It is just, this is the standout product of this whole set of things I got. It's phenomenal. Like, I will repurchase this time and time again. It's just awesome. So pigmentation on this, it's got a tint to it, but it's not like black. It just has a tint to it. I'd say pigmentation is a 4 out of 5, but it's not supposed to be a 5 out of 5. Texture, it is very thin, very easy to work with, and not heavy, so it's a good solid 5 out of 5. Longevity, it lasts both on the tint part and being able to then add mascara and layer later on as well, not right away after. So it works both ways that way. So really nice longevity, so it lasts without getting clumpy. So good 5 out of 5. Application, it's very easy to apply. Very similar to most other primers, it just isn't white is the key part. The tint part is the amazing part here. But it is easy to apply. That little curve makes it really nice and easy to get into the lashes and really separate them out too. So good solid 5 out of 5. Packaging's nice. It's basic, really cute. Just 4 out of 5. Price on this one is $24. I think there are mascaras out there that are way above this, and there are ones that are less than this, but this is not a mascara. This is a primer. And for a primer, this is an awesome price because it also does the tint. If it was just a regular primer, I might think that was just middle of the road price, but because it has the tint to it and it's a primer, phenomenal. You can also use this at the end, by the way, to set your lashes. It's the last thing you can do. You can kind of run it back through. It separates them a little bit more, and that works as well as for that. So it does multi-purposes. So price on this, I think it's well worth the $24. So it's a good 5 out of 5. Product overall on this for me, guys, is a 5 out of 5. I am going to buy this again when I run out. This is a product that I never would have thought to pick up, but I'm so glad that I had it sent to me, and I will repurchase. That is just always amazing to me. Next mascara is the Sumptuous Infinite Daring Length and Volume Mascara. This is the one that has the rubber wand to it. This one is more made for giving you length and separation with some drama in through it. Oops, just got some on my wrist. This is a really nice mascara. Some of the key things I will say is that it is easy to remove. It doesn't really get stuck on the lashes. I use the Bioderma to remove my mascara no matter what, but it's not one that's like you really have to scrub at it. It comes off very easily. It does not transfer to my brow bone, and it does not flake. It gives nice definition and nice separation without being spidery or clumpy, and that really is a key item for me. And I really like rubber bristle brushes. I just wish this one had a curve to it. I love curves. So I don't know. I also like the natural bristles that have a curve. If I had to take one or the other, I think I'd take the curved brush. But this is a very nice mascara that does a nice amount of drama and length without looking too cakey or heavy or spidery. Pigmentation, it is true black out of black, so 5 out of 5. Texture on this is very easy to work with, very smooth, creamy, easy to apply, and as I said, it doesn't clump up, so it's easy to kind of do a couple layers and work it into the way you want it to be. So texture's 5 out of 5. Longevity, as I said, it doesn't transfer on the top or the bottom for me, so it does a great job. It doesn't flake, it doesn't cause any issues, so that to me is the biggest thing with longevity, so 5 out of 5. Application, easy to apply. This brush, I think rubber bristle brushes are very easy to apply with. If you do not think that, this will not be for you. So it is very easy to apply, so 5 out of 5. Packaging, I actually like the blue packaging, I'm sorry, with the little symbol. It's just traditional Estee Lauder. It's 4 out of 5. Price on this, $26. Their mascaras are $26. I think that's fine. I don't think it's ridiculous, but I don't think it's horrible. It's not a $12 mascara, but it's not a, high-end one, ridiculously high-end one meaning. So I think price is fine. It's 4 out of 5. Product overall, I think this is a good solid 4.5 out of 5. I think it's a very nice mascara. I think there's a lot of mascaras out there. I think the only reason I wouldn't repurchase it is because I'm always trying a new mascara, but I do think this is a very nice mascara to go out there and give a try. Last item, last mascara, and this is the one that probably has the most hype going on right now around YouTube. It is the Estee Lauder Sumptuous Extreme Lash Multiplying Volume Mascara in the gold tube with the black ring up here, and it has the Estee Lauder symbol, the E going through, Estee Lauder symbol, E and the L. This mascara is, sorry, I couldn't get it open there, is the thicker brush. It is a very big brush. It is the more natural bristled brushes, and it is very tapered. This one is definitely a totally different style of mascara. I'm not gonna lie to you. This one is a thicker mascara. This one definitely gives you much more volume and much more, extreme lashes. That makes sense. It definitely gives you that thicker, fuller lash, whereas the other one was more defined and lengthened. This one is definitely giving you more of the fanned look, I should say. This one on me can get a little spidery looking, simply because it tends to cake up in one area, and because of the size of the brush, I kind of have to work it in different areas, and then depending on which side hits it, it can kind of clump up on me. That again is just because of the size of my eyes and the way I apply mascara. It just is a really big brush for my size eyes. I love the formula. I love the mascara. Again, does not transfer on the top or the bottom and is very easy to remove. If this brush was not tapered, if this was straight across, I would actually probably love this mascara way more. Again, it is all personal preference to what type of brush you like, what type of mascara you like. I think the formula on these two, as far as how they last, is very, very similar. The difference would be the difference in the formula as to, which is also in combination with the brushes, out as to how it applies and the results you get. This one is definitely much more of a false lash effect, I should say, is this one here. And that is why a lot of people are loving this and talking about it here on YouTube, because it does truly give you that like false lash effect. And I do have it on today with the other one. It really has a nice look to it. I really like the two together, kind of. So pigmentation on this, 5 out of 5. It's a black mascara. It is a true black mascara, and it does look the way it does. Texture. This one is a nice texture. It can get a little clumpy on me if I do too many layers of this, or if I'm trying to, you know, separate some more. If I do that and kind of work it through a couple times, it does get a little bit thick and clumpy on me. So texture on this one's only a 4 out of 5. Longevity, it lasts all day. As always, on me, it keeps the same look. It's a nice mascara. It's a good 5 out of 5. Application, I have a lot of trouble applying this one by the size of the brush. I have trouble working it into those corners and getting it separated without it looking too clumpy on me. So application's a little hard for me on this. I'm going to say it's a 3.5 out of 5. Packaging, love the gorgeous gold packaging. I just think that's always pretty by Estee Lauder too. I like the blue, I like the gold. Those are two colors I like all the time. So packaging's pretty. It's a good solid, you know, 4.5 out of 5. Price on this, same price, $26. I think that's a good price for a mascara. My own opinion, that's just what I think is middle of the road, what I would spend on a mascara, what I like to spend, where my comfort zone is. So it's a good solid 4.5 out of 5. Product overall on this, I'm going to say this one's a 4 out of 5. I like it. If the brush was smaller, or if I could cut the brush down or use a different brush, I'd probably love this 100% more because I love the formula. I just have trouble with the brush. So that is everything that I got from Estee Lauder. Sorry, my mascaras are rolling around here. That is everything that I got from them. I really, really, really did enjoy trying all of these products that they sent to me and playing with them. I think it's fun to do more of a compilation video here and show you guys some different looks and give you guys an overview of a whole product line. So please let me know if you have any questions. And let's see here what I'm wearing on the rest of my face. Marc Jacobs Genius Gel, Laura Mercier Contour, Vita Liberta Bronzer, Tarte CC Corrector, Lancome Waterproof Under the Eyes, Besame Setting Powder, Maybelline Fit Me for my highlighter. Blush today was MAC Stereo Rose. On my eyes, you guys already saw, was this Estee Lauder, what was it called? No, darn it, which one was it? It was called the Infamous Sky one. This is the one that I have on my eyes today, along with the Sapphire Double Wear Eyeliner, all 3 mascaras, Anastasia Brows in Chocolate, Lips Are Makeup Forever 1C, and the Dior lipstick Addict Extreme in Incognito 316. Let's see here. Necklace is a Stella and Dot. I forget the name of this one. I'll post it below. Shirt, I think was J. Crew last year, I think. So that is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please let me know if you have any questions, and thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.